Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. This is Katie, and if you're new here, hi, welcome. And if you are back, welcome back. Today, I'm hopping on to share a post review with you guys for one of my most recent finishes, and that is the very beautiful Snow Deer from Diamond Art Club and the artist Saphina Art. I love how this turned out so much. Let me turn it sideways so you can see the whole thing in frame, albeit sideways. But look how adorable this kit is. So this kit, of course, now I'm going to blank on the size, is, I want to say 43 by 59 centimeters. This is from Diamond Art Club. As I mentioned, it's a square drill kit with 2 ABs that were really sparingly but really effectively used, I think. This had only 30 colors, but I really don't think it needed more. I think it looks so lovely. I love it. Can you tell? Let me show you close up some of the adorableness that's happening in here. So I love the shading and the way that they rendered the trees, especially this tree over here. I thought that effect with the drills was really beautiful. We have one tiny string of ABs right there in the shadow of the tree. Is that a tree branch? I'm not sure. Where the light's hitting it maybe. And then I love the snow-covered trees here. And then, of course, okay. How stinking adorable is this deer? He's Bambi, but licensing, Disney, they call this Snow Deer. But I love how Bambi is basically all AB. Like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. And his little hoof prints leading up through the snow. I am obsessed. I'm so obsessed. So in this kit, as I mentioned, it came with 2 ABs. And aside from the little strip over here, the only ABs are in the deer. So it pops so beautifully against the rest of this very muted, matte background. I felt like this canvas went really fast because it is pure color blocking. There is some shading up here, but it went so fast. In fact, I used it for one of my multi-placing videos because it lent itself so perfectly to that. One part I wasn't totally sure about is there is this dark purple that they put in here and then over here for effect, and it just, I kind of get what they were going for, but to me it sort of interrupts the really smooth and really organic shading that is otherwise happening in this piece. So I'm going to go ahead and insert the original artwork here so that you can see a side-by-side of it. Here, I'll even shift this over here so you can see a side-by-side and see what you think of how they translated their rendering of everything. I think they did a really beautiful job. I actually, I really love Saphina Art. I had heard of her prior to Diamond Art Club signing her because I'm a huge Disney nut. We live 15 minutes from Disneyland and spent a lot of time there, and so often walk by this shop called Wonderground Gallery, which is where they display and feature artists that they have contracted with to do Disney work. So Saphina Art is contracted and legally licensed, like, to do Disney artwork. It just gets funny when it comes to then in turn licensing that out to be made into products like diamond paintings. So I was so excited when Diamond Art Club surprise dropped this along with an Alice in Wonderland piece over a new release weekend a few weeks back, and had to jump on this. I actually sent a message over to her once I had finished this and she had seen it. And I just asked, I was like, do you know if any more of your artwork is going to come to Diamond Art Club? And she's like, they've asked for a lot of my work, so I really hope so. And I'm hopeful too, because both pieces are currently sold out and I think were really big hits and really well received. So she did mention though that Diamond Art Club requested that she only send non-fan art, which, because of licensing. Disney is kind of like a dog with a, not a dog with a bone. Disney is very careful about protecting their IPs, their intellectual properties, and with copyright. So I understand that they want to be very cautious with that. But I'm hopeful that since, we see a lot of Mandy Manzano's artwork that's very obviously based on these, same characters, Saphina Art is hoping that it may be sort of similar. If she can give her own spin to the artwork, then maybe it'll be workable for Diamond Art Club. Alice in Wonderland is safe. That's what the other piece was. That's safe because that's part of the public domain at this point. That's why we see a lot of Alice in Wonderland work. But, and then this one, we can just call it a snow deer, and it's adorable. So I did want to mention one hiccup that I ran into, and I think this is pretty widespread because everyone I've talked to that has gotten this kit had the same issue. The kits did not come with 3865, which is this white, which there's quite a lot of, a huge swath here, up through the tree and, accenting through here. So unfortunately, the timing was not great with when this happened with Diamond Art Club because for whatever reason, since this color was entirely left out of this kit, they didn't have some kind of like notation in their system of how many drills were needed in that color to complete this kit. So when I sent them an email and said, hey, I just noticed that the white, the 3865 was not included in this kit. Diamond Art Club, if you didn't know, they have a guarantee. Like they are going to replace anything that is missing or wrong or that you have trouble with. They even have oops insurance. Like if you accidentally mix two drill colors together, they will just send you replacements. It's a really fantastic guarantee. But what I ran into is, so I emailed them, and then within literally 5 minutes, they emailed me back and said, sure, replacements are on their way, and I had a tracking number. Within a week, I had my first set of replacement drills from them, and it was 2 tiny bags that maybe had 100 or 200 drills each in them. And like for just reference, like the drills that they sent me would have covered like this much white, like right there. So I emailed them back right away and said, I'm really sorry. This is unfortunately not going to be anywhere near enough to complete this kit. I hate to be a pain, but can you please send some more? They said, sure, we'll send more. They sent more, and the second order had 3 more bags, and that got me about 2 here. So I sent them a third email, and I said, I am sorry to be bothering you again, and I don't know if I miscommunicated. It's not that I didn't have quite enough to complete this kit. It's that this color was not at all sent with these kits. Would you like me to send you pictures of the canvas or give you a rough estimate by just hand counting how many drills are needed in this color? And they responded back and they were very apologetic. And they said, we're so sorry. We're looking into this. Our design team is currently on leave. I think because they're in the process of moving to a new warehouse and a lot of their manufacturing went on hold with the Lunar New Year. So I think they didn't have a design team that I guess is who they would get the exact information from on how many drills were needed to complete this canvas in this color. So I appreciated that. I appreciated their prompt response, but I was feeling super impatient and I literally started digging through the kits in my stash. I'm like, okay, which of these other kits is square drills and has white in it and has 3865? And I just swiped the drills from another canvas because I wanted to finish this one. I'm not blaming Diamond Art Club, but I just want to finish this canvas. I just want to check it off my list. I keep having to wait a week. And that's me. I'm kind of a spaz sometimes. So I finished it. I just got an email from them. It was today or yesterday, saying, okay, we're sending more drills. We're so sorry about this again. So I'm just going to take the drills that they're sending me and like reverse stash, take those and put those in the kit that I stole these from. Anyway, that's a really long-winded story, an explanation of all of that. The only downside that I ran into with doing that is that I don't know if this is going to show up on camera very well, but maybe kind of. Because I ended up with like 2 or 3 different replacement orders from Diamond Art Club, and then also used drills from my stash. They have different dye lots, and when you're up close, you can tell like these whites have a little bit of a yellow tint compared to these, which are more of a pure white. It's really incredibly not a big deal. If you're not looking for it, I don't think you're going to notice it. But just a heads up, I suppose, that hopefully goes without saying at this point. If you happen to have this kit in your stash, go ahead and double check. Chances are extremely good that you are not going to have any of this white color in it. Go ahead and send that email over to Diamond Art Club so they can get your replacements on the way so you don't have to wait whenever you get to this one. Hopefully in the second run of these, which I would be shocked if there's not another run of these since this was so popular and sold out. Hopefully in the second run of these, that won't be a problem. So, like I said, this is currently out of stock, but I will include a link to the listing down below. You can sign up for an email notification for when it does come back into stock. As far as the drills go, the drill quality was really great, though I don't know if there's something kind of going on with where they're getting their drills from lately, and I don't have a tray to show this to you guys, but their dark drills, like their 310 and 939, have been so trash prone lately. Like you can kind of see over on this, there's some that have tabs. I was just talking with one of my other friends who she has, again, it's a newer kit from them. Yeah, there's like inconsistent sizing. She had to single place all of the dark colors in her kit because she couldn't multi-place because the quality was so inconsistent. So I'm hoping that's something they'll be able to get worked out. This is 939. It's really subtle, but like you can see some of these square drills have either tabs on the end. It's not showing up. I'm so sorry. But I worked on a lot of kits. Like I could tell that these are just not super excellent quality drills like I'm used to from Diamond Art Club. Hopefully it's just a fluke and we'll see some improvement soon. I had plenty of drills left over in every color, even the drills that I only had a few of. They included plenty of ABs, even though there was, this is probably more than the number of ABs I actually used in the kit. But I loved just that pale butter yellow and these orange sparkly ABs. If you're curious about this storage kit, by the way, I used this the entire time I was working on this kit as part of testing out some storage that could be an alternative, like a really close equivalent to the Elizabeth Ward storage containers, which are apparently going to be going out of stock and out of business. So this is the Cottage Mills 53-piece medium set. It's their dot box series. I'll link it below on Amazon if you're curious to go and take a look. It will be an affiliate link, just so you know. If you choose to use that link, thank you very much in advance, and I may make a small commission from it. So yeah, I was really happy with the drill quality overall though. Even though the dark colors had a little bit of trouble, I had plenty enough to complete this canvas. No problems with the adhesive, no problems with reading the symbols. Overall, this was a lovely kit to work on. It went really fast with the color blocking. So if you enjoy multi-placing and want something that almost feels like a snack size, this might be right up your alley. Go and check out the listing and sign up for email notifications for if there is a restock, if and when. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here, you guys, but let me flip it so you can just see this adorable canvas once more. All in frame there. How cute. I love it. As always, please let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns down in the comments below. I do read every single comment that I get and try to respond as quickly as I can. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up before you click away. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. You'll see lots of content from me like unboxings, post reviews, tutorials, how-tos, whip and chats, all that fun stuff. Love for you to join me over here on my little corner of the internet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a really wonderful week. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.